Here's an example: legs push-pull tricep. Here's a look at what's in my work bag. Without going into too much detail, basically what I do is operate a paint booth that takes parts, many of them, fed in by conveyor belt, coats them with powder. The parts get heated up, and then the paint job is finalized. The part is taken down and stored away. What I carry in my backpack on a daily basis, most of it relates to what I do at my job. And so looking in the main compartment, I have a pen. I like to take notes that help me remember stuff better. I have some paperwork that I've just accumulated over the past year. Some exercises relating to retirement, financial planning, budgeting that my work didn't make me do it, but they just kind of incentivized doing it, and the exercises were kind of helpful actually. Yeah, they get worn down. I used to have a folder, but it got ripped, so I just kind of have the papers all stowed away. I take various notes relating to settings I use for my paint booth and how I've done different jobs in the past, different paint jobs in the past. So I remember if it worked out well, then I will repeat the same process the next time I paint that specific thing, that specific part. And I take notes on other paint booths because I may be asked to fill in for someone, and so those booths that I don't work on regularly, I may not have all the settings, the numbers that I use memorized, so I like to keep some type of note, preferably in, I have it somewhere, in the index card, so I can quickly pull it out and reference it when I need to do a specific paint job. Also in my main compartment, the performance respirator from 3M. I did a review on this. I actually really need to change the filters. They've gotten pretty dirty. Most of the time I just, as a kind of a stopgap, I take my air gun and I blow air all across this mask to get some of the powder off, clean it up a little bit. But I did go to Home Depot and get some more replacement filters, so I need to change that out actually. And while I was there at Home Depot, I also got a mask to kind of protect from getting paint on my face, in powder form that is. It in the booth it's not dried yet, so it's powder, so most of the time rinse it off, take a paper towel, wipe it off, wipe on areas other than directly on my face. I use air gun, just blow off that powder. But this may help me a lot actually, because I do a lot of touching up, as in I paint by hand, it's kind of like painting by hand in the way I do things, so I really don't want to get powder on my face, my nose, eyes, ears. So this, I'm going to try it out and see how it works. Also in the main bag, I have some cut protection arm sleeves that if I'm not running the paint booth, if I'm not painting that day, I'm working on the line, I may need this to protect my forearms from getting cut by the sheet metal parts. In the secondary compartment, I just have what I use as my reusable water bottle. Instead of just going buy one, I take a bottle from something that I already have and reuse it, and then when it feels worn down, I recycle it and get a new bottle and use that for a few days, maybe a week or several weeks if it's still good. Another compartment, some mask, because I don't wear this all the time. Sometimes if I'm just in the room where the booth is, but not in the booth directly, I use these. And when I'm working on the line, when I'm out of the environment room, as the place that I work is called. My safety glasses. I think in my front compartment here I have some, I usually keep my Purell here, but it's actually in my car right now, so my hand sanitizers in there. And I don't have my gloves in here, they're also in my car. I'm letting them kind of air out. They get sweaty and sometimes smell bad, so I'm gonna air out sitting in my car. Band-aids. I've gotten cut from time to time, so I like to have these just in case, so I don't have to go all the way to the medical bay and ask them to give me some band-aids. But the times I've been there, which unfortunately has happened at least twice, they've patched me up real good. In another compartment, I guess my little knick-knack compartment has all these various pockets and stuff. I have my clip for storing stuff on my belt, gloves, sleeves. I have a flashlight. I can inspect the work I'm doing to see if there's any issues with the paint job, because to the naked eye it's hard to miss, or it's easy to miss some things, so the light really helps. I have box cutter to open barrels of paint, sacks of paint. I have my little utility tool. Sometimes I need a small screwdriver or pliers for various things, maintenance work. What else? I have my earplugs, reusable with strings, so you can't lose them as easily. I have some extra tools and things that I may use while doing maintenance work on my paint booths. Batteries for the flashlight, and more batteries, various just odds and ends that are really technical, or not too technical, but you know, stuff that maybe someone that doesn't do my job on a regular basis would understand. More pens. There's something. Yeah, when I do maintenance work, I look for things like this. If I zoom up real close, maybe you can see there's a hole in there that shouldn't be. This is damaged, so I had to replace it with a new one. So the powder goes through, all the hoses okay. The paint doesn't get sprayed in an uneven pattern. I don't think this one has a smaller hole, a crack. And I think I had something. No, yeah, I think that's it. Various odds and ends, but things that I just tote around with me daily basis, to and from work. And I don't have a separate bag for my food items, snacks, and whatever, so I just throw them in somewhere when my water bottle compartment here. And that's it.